Morning guys, welcome to another video. This video is about a new project for us. It's a 1979 Porsche 911 SE. That's what I got you. This is our project after this one. 1966 912, and it's a bit of a basket case, but we're gonna crack on with it. I reckon there's gonna be 2 to 3 months metal work on that. So our next video series will be on that. But yeah, let's do a quick walk around this 1979 Porsche 911 SE. So this project is being done in collaboration with James Woolley Engineering. James Woolley contacted us to see if we'd be interested in taking on the metal and paintwork aspect of this build. So he stripped the vehicle down. I popped over to have a look at it. Generally speaking, it didn't look too bad. Usual bits of grot that most 911s have. Which is this area here, both sides, really common for that to rust out, and most of them have had repair work in that time. So we popped over there, removed the outer seals. So you've normally got the kidney bowl here, B pillar that comes down, the seal that comes across, and then the quarter panel here, which creates a real sort of mud and dirt trap in here because they don't have wheel arch liners. So that's a really common area for these to go. But other than that, it didn't look too bad. We could see that there was a bit of accident damage at the back. So yeah, I cut those panels off. We took it over to ABS blasting to be taken back to bare metal. And as usual, it has come back a little bit worse than we thought, but not too bad. Porsche galvanised these shells from factory. So generally, they last better. The most cars, they last a little bit longer, don't get too bad. But these SCs do have their troublesome areas. Front bumper mounts, really common for these to go. As you can see, both sides. In here, this petrol tank support often rusts out, and the suspension mount below it, but that's pretty good. All the bulkhead's pretty good in here. We've got some perforation along the top here, which won't be too bad to repair, and down here. We're going to put a new inner sill on this side, new outer sill, new kidney bowl, B-post and quarter repair. Don't know if you can see in there, might be better if I go underneath. There's a bit of rust up inside. So I think we're going to have to cut this off and repair behind, and then weld that back on. Another common area to go, this is where the oil tank mounts, because they're dry sumped. Again, another area where dirt gets trapped, cause a bit of rust. Now we knew it had a bit of an accident, but this repair is shocking. Not good. And coupled with what we've got going on there, I think we'll probably end up putting a rear quarter on this side. And then same with the kidney bowls, this side, outer sill. And along the top here. So I always recommend, if you're going to keep a vehicle long term, have no plans on selling it, it's always worth taking the car back this far and making sure you get every last piece of rust. So yeah, now Chris is going to put this into epoxy primer, which will seal it. It's already been coated in anti-rust agent, just to give us a few days to clean it out. So that's what Chris is doing next. He's going to clean all the blast media out of it, blow it out, hoover it out, put it into epoxy primer, and then we'll get it on the chassis jig and make sure it's all nice, true and straight before we start the metalwork. Right, let's go. Well, that's the shell on the chassis jig and into the metalwork room now. We're not fully bolted down in all of the areas. All these posts line up with key areas like suspension mounts, engine mounts. So there's still a bit to do, bit of movement, bit of adjustment to do to get this fully bolted down. And we've ordered the panels. So the next video will be a little bit more about the jig, a little bit more about the damage on the body, and we'll start the metalwork. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2.